Today's meme, of course, objective truth doesn't exist. Wait, where's the NPC sticker? Objective truth doesn't exist. Are you trying to assert this statement as objective truth? Frowny face. That's a sort of deep philosophical one for you there, bros. Right, let's get on with it. Let's start with Justin Castro. Oh, I don't have the picture of him next to Castro. Oh, I should have looked that up. Here, of course, is the stunning and brave Prime Minister of Color, Justin Castro. Being a bit of a racist, but that's okay, right? Like, it's fine. As he said to that little black girl when asked, oh, I don't have that clip either. Shit. If anyone can find that clip where he's like apologizing to that little black girl for blackface, please stick it in like the Rumble chat. I want to play it. He's like, I didn't know it was bad. It's like, you're apologizing to like a 4-year-old girl. What the fuck is wrong? Man up. Of course, this is the man, of course, who is not only, struggling to be a brother, but, also called himself a male feminist, which I believe is what you basically call like a creepy rapist these days, right? So it's official, bros. Look at his face. He looks a bit like the dude out of Zoolander. He's got that kind of like face. Like, but I did nothing wrong. I have never done anything wrong. I swear to God, this guy is probably going to go to his deathbed, like literally being like, but I did nothing wrong. Everything I did was absolutely 100% right. I had the right progressive values. Oh, these people are fucking insufferable. So yes, he has resigned, citing internal battles, not in his anus, although there have been a few of those apparently, but internal battles within his governing party, right? Apparently there's too much conflict inside the party, and it turns out even the Fabians have to step down eventually. Of course, he's been around for a very, very long time, 10 years actually. He's one of the few Western leaders who presided over the COVID nonsense and is still in power. Most of the other leaders, right, sort of realize that after having to brutalize their populations in such a way, it's probably a good idea to duck out the door, go and work for the UN, go get a nice job at some like cushy NGO or something. But not Trudeau, mate, not Trudeau, right? He's like, he's like, no, I have the right values. I'm a male feminist, right? Like, don't look at the blackface. Don't worry about my whore of a mother hanging around Castro. It's all good. It's all good. No. Finally, he has had to consider his position. There was a rumor going around a couple of weeks ago, I think just before Christmas, that he was going to resign, but they blue-balled us, and he's like, no, I'm not going to resign. I have the right values. Who will replace him as Liberal Party leader? Well, you have a choice of Wef Shill, Chrystia Freeland, the ex-finance minister, or Wef Shill, former central banker, Mark Carney. Both men, or, women, things, it's of the people, right? Absolutely going to reverse the, excesses of the Trudeau administration. Nah, are you freaking kidding me, right? I mean, look at these, look at these gobliners, right? Like the lizard, like you have your choice of 3 different lizard people. Oh, dude, Canada bros. I don't know. Is Canada in a worse shape than the UK? I guess it's a real question, right? Random shit on Twitter is great. Bye, Justin. Make sure you lick the S-Bend on the way down, you piece of shit. Mate, I'm glad he's gone. I remember, like, I've been literally covering Trudeau literally since I started doing this show back in, like, no, not this show, the show before this show, back in 2020 during COVID, and just watching him come out and just say them just the most awful shit. Oh my God, I can't believe he's still here. This is pretty good. Generate a picture of Justin Trudeau looking stupid. See, again, the Zoolander comparison is I think on point here, right? So this is it. This is his resignation speech, bros. He's decided he needs to spend more time with his family or, you know, some bullshit. Like, he's never going to admit that he ever did anything wrong, obviously. J. Chiva Loophole, I was literally stunned when the daft buggers voted him in again. Well, look, mate, I know a lot of people wish to assume that elections in Western countries are not rigged, but I don't think that that's sort of an assumption that you can make anymore, particularly, you know, when you're dealing with the communists. So, you know, I'm just saying, right? Check it out.
So I thought it might be fun for us to do this again. Bon matin. Every morning I've woken up as Prime Minister. I've been inspired by the resilience, the generosity, and the determination of Canadians. It is the driving force of every single day I have the privilege of serving in this office.
Oh my God, we're 25 minutes in, and I'm already like, just fuck off. Oh, I hate him so much. By the way, one of the reasons why I dislike Trudeau so much is that he has a very, very similar governing and propaganda style to the Australians. This just, you know, we must pull together, you know. No, I can't just skip it, Lomax. Sorry, this is news. I had to watch it, so you have to watch it. Them's the rules, mate.
That is why, since 2015, I've fought for this country, for you, to strengthen and grow the middle class.
Oh my God. Oh, dude. It's like Jimmy Savile being like, for years, I have, you know, strengthened to improve the well-being of children around the world. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. For you. Yes, you've just made things better for you and for your cronies. Oh, dude. Oh, it's insufferable.
Why we rallied to support each other through the pandemic, to advance reconciliation, to defend free
to advance reconciliation. Pop quiz, is Canada more divided now than when he became Prime Minister? Oh, I don't know, bros. I don't know. Every single time I look at Canada, they're all like, oh, we're just like, you know, such a together country. I mean, look, I guess it's that narcissism 101. Just keep lying. Just keep lying. Even when everyone knows that you're lying and everyone knows that you know, just keep going.
Trade on this continent, to stand strong with Ukraine and our democracy, and to fight climate change and get our economy ready for the future.
Oh, fuck off.
We are at a critical moment in the world. Mes chers Canadiens, à chaque matin,
every morning, I've woken up as Prime Minister, and I've been inspired by the resiliency and the generosity and the determination that...
Wait, does he just say the whole thing in French now? Okay, well, is that literally the whole thing? Just shut it off?
And it's been a privilege to be why Canadian you crew a critical time in...
Fight because I care deeply about Canadians. I care deeply about this country, and I will always be motivated by what is in the best interest of Canadians.
Just not white Canadians, I guess, right? Or, you know, anyone with a politics like to the right of Mao Zedong, right? Kangaroo Optimus Prime, at least the online harms bill won't pass now. Oh, yes, it will. Yes. Look, Kangaroo Optimus Prime, it will pass. Right? I absolutely guarantee it, right? If not his replacement, whoever gets voted in next, they will pass it. This you don't understand. This is essential to the new global order. They've got it in the UK. They've got it in Australia. It's going to pass, bro.
And the fact is, despite best efforts to work through it, Parliament has been paralyzed for months after what has been the longest session of a minority parliament in Canadian history. That's why this morning I advised the Governor-General that we need a new session of Parliament. She has granted this request, and the House will now be prorogued until March 24th.
Now, as Livia Drusilla pointed out, what this basically means is that there will not be a no-confidence vote, which will not trigger another election. He's going to replace leader and try and eke out more time. You know, because that's how these people do, right? They just, you know, they need more time to do their progressive bullshit.
Over the holidays, I've also had a chance to reflect and have had long talks with my family about our future. Throughout the course of my career, any success I have personally achieved has been because of their support and with their encouragement.
Really? So not your backers in international governance, right? Like not the WEF, right? Like not the people who kept you in power. Your family. I've done all of this. I imported like a gazillion Jeets and suppressed the freedom of the Canadian people and, you know, normalized shutting down people's bank accounts. I did it for my family. Ugh.
So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process. Last night, I asked the President of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
Sad to see you go, mate. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Have you considered, like, you know, getting residence in, like, a cell in The Hague? Livia Drusilla makes an excellent point. That as soon as Parliament sits again, a non-confidence vote will be passed. Well, not presumably if he replaces himself as leader before Parliament comes back. And a very, very perspicacious question, how can Carney become leader when he has not a seat in Parliament? Well, presumably, Livia, they'll just arrange one for him. This is Canada, right? Like, you know, the WEF Economic Zone 4B, right? They'll just do it, right? If they want him to be leader, they'll just be like, oh, well, you're an MP now, right? Like, you know, I don't know the precise details, but I'm absolutely sure they could get it done if they wanted to. Oh, mate, I feel a bit sick after watching that. So this Canadian points out that for a better part of 3 months, there will be no Parliament, which will protect the government from a no confidence vote, while a Prime Minister with no base of support in the country or even his own party pulls on levers that are no longer connected to anything, and his party busies itself with internecine slaughter. I don't know, man. I feel like Canadian politics could use a bit of internecine slaughter personally. Like Hamlet's family in the last act, oblivious to the approach of Fortin Trump's army. Nice Shakespeare reference there. The level of cynicism is just off the charts. This is no longer funny. Mate, it hasn't been funny for a long... I'm not even Canadian, and I haven't been laughing at this shit for like years, honestly. It is putting the country's interests in peril. I think your country's interests have been in peril for quite a while, mate. So we're gonna do a bit of Trudeau's greatest hits, bros, right? Just, you know, in case any of you have got a bit of low blood pressure, right? You know, like you need like a spike. Enjoy.
No, it's amazing because we were talking about how important it was for everyone to get vaccinated and what a big deal it was to get vaccinated. So I thought that was all built in already,
Right.
but getting that shot really was an amazing feeling. It hits you.
Did you
It
cry?
I cry at, you know, I cry at movies. I didn't cry at the shot, but you know, it was a moment where you realize, okay, this is it. And it wasn't so much because I felt that I'm at high risk because we're being careful and I'm healthy and I'm young and all that. But at the same time, it's knowing that each of us doing our part is getting through this, because we don't get through this unless you know, the vast majority of the population gets that first shot and then a few months later gets that second shot. That's how we get through it. And it's something that everyone can do. And we're just seeing Canadians come out in such strong numbers all across the country to say, yeah, I want this COVID thing to end. I want to get back to normal. And the way to do that is to make sure everyone, even that crusty old uncle who resists or that friend who's skeptical, encourage them, convince them, tell them that they need to get vaccinated, because this is how we get through it.
Oh my God. What an insufferable faggot. Oh my God. Just, mate, he is like I don't know. It's a toss up between him and Jacinda Ardern, honestly, right? I don't know what this is. This is him doing a joke, apparently.
As you can also see, Canada is a place of free expression, where individuals and communities are free to express themselves openly and strongly. And we thank them for sharing their perspectives. Merci beaucoup.
Yes. Canada's a country of free and robust expression, much like the UK.